Okay, my partner, what's coming down?
It's coming down.
Tell me.
I can wait for you because I got good news.
All right, what's your good news?
I talked to Andy this morning. He said they'll be through next week.
Great.
Good old Vinny got 107,000 off on the top.
No kidding. Well, that's good news.
I bought lunch. I got all of Dan's favorites. I got a little salami.
Tanna Investigations, hold please.
Some chipped beef here. Want to help me make sandwiches?
Oh, thanks, Spencer, but I can't. It's been hectic here all morning, and Dan's not here, and...
Where is he?
Oh, he's gone to the airport to pick up Vance.
Who's Vance?
Oh, it's a guy he's known since he was about 8 years old. You know, through grammar, high school, college, the whole bit. He said he was his best friend.
Best friend? I thought I was his best friend.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ross.
Silly me.
No, sir. He went to the airport to pick up a Vance Gilroy.
Hey, how you doing? You still look like a kid.
Well, it's a lot of good living and vitamin C. You still look like everybody's hero.
Well, older.
Well, you old enough to buy me a drink?
You got it.
Come on. Oh, no, wait, I'll take that.
But I should have met you at the gate with a pair of dice and a couple of showgirls giving you a real Las Vegas welcome.
Oh, no, I told you. I always hate when people meet me at the gate. You gotta walk out 10 miles and 10 miles back. Isn't this easier?
Well, to tell you the truth, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you haven't changed at all. You always had a style. Even this car has style.
It's just a used car.
Hey, where's all the buildings? Everybody living underground?
This is the Fringes. Wait till we get to the Strip, you'll be staring straight up at the lights.
Showgirls, gamblers, people throwing $1,000 tips.
Oh, you got it. Kings, sheiks, dictators.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm only kidding, Dan. You may be able to handle people like that, but I don't think I could. All I want to do is get drunk and watch you in action again. I always was your #1 fan and spectator.
Tanna,
Dan, this is B. Roth wants you at the hotel right away.
did he say what it was about?
No, he just said to tell you that you have nothing more important to do in your day than getting to that hotel.
Well, I'm on my way there anyway. Thanks.
Driveway, 1919 Bush. Driveway, 1919 Bush.
Who's under the blanket?
Take a look for yourself. name's Irvin Levy. You know him?
He's one of Roth's old cronies. Is Roth involved?
Mm-hmm. But he was a very lucky man. All he got was grass stains on his suit. He's inside.
Not very pretty. Who did it?
Mister, get back behind that line.
Oh, Dave, this is an old school buddy of mine, Vince. Philroy, Dave Nelson. He's just coming to visit. I picked him up at the airport a while ago.
How do you do? I'm sorry I got in your way.
Didn't mean to jump on you. Well, I think Roth ought to be cleaned up by now.
Listen, Vince, there's something you have to take care of. It won't take too long. So why don't you check in at the hotel? There's a reservation waiting for you. And if you need anything, just use my name.
Okay.
See you later.
Oh, Dan? Tell Roth I'll see him later.
Well, I'm sure he'll love that.
All right, out. No calls.
Nelson says you were very lucky.
That's why he's a cop and I'm rich. Lucky. You call it lucky when you lose your best friend and your employee almost gets murdered?
Also my friend.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do with this?
Somebody on that list hired that creep that took Irwin out and tried to ice me. Irwin came to me with a business deal not too long ago. They're the only ones that could have benefited by it. He was kind of tapped. It had to do with a casino in New Jersey. So I said, okay. I gave him the chips and we were 50-50 partners.
Wait a second. You were 50-50 partners. You gave him his 50% and you paid your 50% and you're
Right.
equal partners?
Right.
You're a soft touch.
He was my friend. He knew me when I was a kid. Only somebody on that list could benefit by this, getting Irwin out. Well, I got a surprise for them, because if they think they're going to be my partner, they're wrong. Irwin's in, his family's in, and I'm in.
The cops can check this list in an hour.
No, I don't want the cops to do it. I want you. I want you to be Roth's representative. I want you to tell these dudes that nobody's in. You got it?
I got it. If I tell them that, they might try to hurry up and finish the job they already started. Will you sit down? You're making me dizzy.
You're my ace, aren't you? That's the chance I gotta take.
Will you limit the chances and stay inside then? I'll check them out. Mr. Hunter, Mr. Tennis here to see him.
Mr. Hunter don't want to talk to Mr. Tanner.
Well, Mr. Tanner wants to talk to Mr. Hunter about New Jersey gambling.
I am through.
You know, it's always such fun to come see you.
Like it says on the door, I'm in the catering business. Is there some special occasion you want to celebrate?
I mean, it's refreshing. You're one of the few bad guys left who looks the part. I mean, nobody would trust you.
Are you going to spend the afternoon flattering me? Or are you here to discuss Roth's misfortune?
You have a very good grapevine.
Well, people who have fortunes in the stock market usually have ticket tapes in their offices.
And people like you would love an interest in Roth's New Jersey casinos.
Possible.
Well, if you know we're interested in that, I'm not going to waste my time.
I'm interested.
How interested?
A few $1 million interested.
Well, that's great, because Roth doesn't want it or need it. This is a solo job, Roth alone, and nobody takes Irwin's part. And if I find out that you had anything to do with those shootings, I'm going to come back here and take care of you personally. Click. That's no way to run a catering business.
B, it's Dan.
Oh, good. How's Roth?
Oh, he's fine. Mad as hell, but fine.
Oh, I'm glad.
Now, we all are, but it's not over. Does Elizabeth Kyle still headquarter at the Aladdin? She's number 2 on Roth's suspect list.
She does. Now, according to the showgirls there, she just arrived back from Paris with a new wardrobe and a new secretary.
Different strokes. Do me a favor. Call Vance at the Desert Inn and have him meet me at the Aladdin bar.
Dan, if you're gonna lay the law down to the Dragon Lady, you better be careful.
I'd like to learn how. Quickly.
Hey, you didn't used to let people sneak up on you like that.
Well, that's when they wore football helmets, weighed 250 pounds, and tried to make a rug out of me.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days. I used to be sitting on the sidelines, freezing my butt off, cheering like mad. So, where do they keep the genie around here?
The genie? Where else? In the genie house. Got little tiny slot machines in there, too.
Well, look, I got the call from your secretary. I rushed over. What are we doing here?
Well, I had a meeting with someone, and she's not here right now, so I thought it'd be a good chance for us to have our welcome drink.
She, huh? What's she look like? She one of these Las Vegas stars?
This lady is definitely not a star, more of a barracuda. She'll make money, whatever the cost. Listen, what about that drink?
You know what I'd really like to do? Try my hand in that game room. Feel up to some competition?
All right, you're on.
All right.
Let's go. A little air hockey?
Yeah.
A shot in the goal. All right.
Hey, could we have some more quarters, please? Don't you ever lose at anything?
Are you kidding? I mean, there are days when it seems like I lose at everything.
No, I'm not kidding. I've been watching you since I was 8 years old. And you have always been the best. Girls, school, sports, everything.
Well, we were always together, weren't we?
Yeah, Dan and Vance. Dan and Vance also. Dan Tanna, Dan's buddy. I was always the add-on. You were it.
Well, Vance, I never thought about it that way. I mean, I never meant it to be that way. Mostly, I guess I just didn't think it bothered you.
Don't pay any attention to these little mental lapses of mine. I mean, I enjoyed basking in your limelight. I really did. I mean, if it hadn't been for you, I never would have seen the inside of some of those sorority houses. Or gone to half of those parties. I never would have come to Vegas. Do you want to try playing this shooting game for $100?
No, we're just playing for fun, not money. Besides, the lady I want to talk to just went up in the elevator. See you back at the hotel later, all right?
Okay.
Miss Kyle, I'm Dan.
Ms.
Ms. Kyle. I'm Dan Tanna. I don't know if you remember me.
We were introduced last year at Roth's Christmas party.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Be whatever you choose.
Very nice.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm here as a sort of a town crier for Philip Roth.
My new secretary, Aluja. Gorgeous, isn't she?
Well, you do have a flair for acquiring beautiful things.
I have a taste for everything, and the ability and wealth to acquire what I want.
Everything except a half interest in Roth's New Jersey casino. Irwin Levy's death is not going to create an opening for a new partner.
Why, tell me.
Well, Mr. Roth just wanted those who might have hired the killer to know that it didn't work.
Wealth and paranoia are Siamese twins, aren't they?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't know.
I enjoy physical contact too much to hire anyone to do it for me. Now, is there anything else, or shall we discuss some future physical contact?
Thank you very much, but I usually like to be the one to do the asking.
I wasn't asking. I was buying.
Well, Miss Kyle, you've already got a secretary.
Get out.
Now, that's one invitation I'll take you up on.
He was cute.
You're not paid to either pretty boys.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Locate Vance Vilroy. He's staying at the Desert Inn.
Do you want to speak to him?
Just give him a message. Tell him to be here in an hour. I have an additional name for his list.
Slick. Hi, Slick. You know, if I owned everything that you owned, I'd do everything in my power to stay alive so that I could enjoy it.
Get a doctor!
Boy, you sure scared the hell out of me back there.
You sure nobody passed you?
Yeah, nobody. I just heard the shots. I was running towards them.
It's kind of dangerous, huh?
I guess I wanted to be a hero.
Listen, can you find something to do? I'll catch up with you later.
Is your friend okay?
I don't know. That's where I'm going now.
Hey, listen, tell me how he is, all right? And if there's anything I can do.
Okay. See you later. How is he, Doc?
Nasty as usual, which means he'll be all right. It's a clean hole, in and out.
Is he hurt bad enough to keep him inside?
Well, only if he takes the pills I gave him. He won't.
He also was shot in the arm, not in the mouth, so he can do his own talking, okay, Doctor?
If he'd stayed inside, he might not have been shot at all.
Danny, if you hadn't pulled me out of the way, I'd be dead right now. Thanks. What'd you find out?
Do I have your word you'll stay inside?
Oh, you got my word, yes. What'd you find out?
You promise?
Oh, I'm not going to leave this room. What'd you find out?
Nothing.
Nothing. He's cute. He thinks he's funny. You're dealing me seconds.
Yeah, I know, but now that I have your word, you'll stay inside. I've got one less person to worry about.
Yeah, all right.
Bye, Slick. So what do you got?
An intense desire to move my office over here so I don't have to keep making these trips.
At least nobody got killed this time.
And you did your part. The killer did his. Except this time, he switched to armor ammo instead of the explosive type he used before.
Wonder why he did that. Suppose he was so confident that he only brought 3 shells. When he blew it, he had to go buy more.
McKay, get some men. Check all the sporting goods stores and the gun shops. And see if anyone bought some .30 caliber armor-piercing ammo today. That was good thought.
Thanks. I have my moments of sheer genius. So trade me, what have you found?
We have found absolutely nothing. There are no known hitmen in town, no fingerprints, no footprints, and not even a decent witness. He appears and he disappears.
Well, Roth's rabbit's foot is about used up, so we better find this guy, whoever he is.
Yeah. Vance, it's Dan.
Listen, I'm sorry about all this running around, but I've made plans for us for dinner. Big up around 7?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, see you then.
Come on, you better get dressed. The party's over.
Why, what's the hurry?
You're all alike. Hurry up.
I've been waiting 3 hours for you.
Well, I had some business to take care of. I'm here.
When I pay you, you come when I call.
Your money doesn't buy obedience, just results.
Unsatisfactory results. I hear you missed Roth again.
This time he bled. It's on me. Next time he dies, you pay up.
I have a bonus job for you. An extra 20,000.
Well, that's the usual price if I take it.
I want Roth's private eye taken out. Or done in, whatever you people call it.
You mean Dan Tanna?
I heard that you knew him.
Yeah, I know him. We've been friends since we were kids. No deal on Tanna.
He's no friend of yours. Nobody is a friend of yours. You're a machine. A kill machine. You know how to hate and how to kill. And the closer the target, the more you hate.
but we're close, Denny.
25,000 for Tanna, and I want to know when and where in advance.
Well, if you want him dead, why don't you kill him yourself?
I am. I'm just using you to stop his heartbeat. I understand you perfectly. We may use death as a method, but that's where we cease being alike. I enjoy the results of my efforts, the power, the ability to use people, to buy them or rent them. You gain nothing but money, which you rush forward to spend and waste.
And what do you want? You want to sit on some throne, be a queen, control everything?
At least I seek to live. Your only peace will be in your death. 30,000 for Tanna.
You worship money so much, you only respect what's expensive. 50,000 for Tanna.
When?
Tonight at dinner. And I'll take my money now.
You can have it. Even though I think you'd do it for nothing.
Dan around?
No, he's gone out to a dinner show with Vance.
Vance?
You know, his best friend.
Again, with the best friend.
Is there something special you wanted?
No, nothing special. I don't know, I thought you just might want to go out and get a chili dog or something, a couple of beers, hang out. Nothing special, like a best friend. I'm gonna take off, I'll see you around.
Quite a place. Quite a city.
Well, it's been here a long time. So have I, come to think of it. How come you haven't come to visit sooner?
Well, I haven't had it that easy. I had to work around for a couple of years.
And doing what?
Whatever I had to. I made a living. Then I got lucky. I had a little sporting goods store, and I converted it into a pretty successful gun shop.
Yeah?
I'm doing okay now. It just took me a little longer than it took you, that's all.
Well, yeah, I've been having a good time, but the whole thing hasn't been a bed of roses.
Dan, I would have traded with you any time you wanted. High school hero, town hero, college hero.
Ah, well, you did okay.
Yeah, I guess I did. Meanwhile, you have to consider both of us lucky we're not going to get stuck with this electric bill. So let's celebrate that at our dinner, okay?
I feel a little guilty celebrating anything with Roth laid up.
Roth. He's one of the fat cats of this world. Oh, he may be laid up, but he's doing it in comfort, isn't he? He's a very lucky man.
Lucky? 2 attempts on his life, 1 a hit? Call that lucky?
Your buddy Roth is lucky it was an armor piercing he took instead of one of those exploding ones.
Yeah, it's how'd you know it's an armor-piercing bullet?
I don't know. I guess I heard that lieutenant talk to you, or to some cop or somebody.
Right.
Could you bring us some more of this, whatever you call it? Both of us.
Not me. No, I can't eat another thing. I'm bloated. How can you eat all that stuff?
No, a wise old man once said to me that you should eat every meal as though it were your last. Well, you know, you never know. Could choke on a chicken bone or have a heart attack. Get hit by a trolley. Or get shot. Like Roth.
Vance, what is this all about? Chicken bones, heart attacks? I mean, you've been laying some really strange lines on me.
I mean, where are you coming from, anyway?
From nowhere, Dad. And probably to nowhere. The life story of Vance Filroy. My claim to fame? Nothing. Surviving family? Nobody. Achievements? None. I was you, Dan. I watched you. And I became you. I did everything you did by being you. And when you die, I'll die too.
All right, that's enough. What the hell is this all about? I thought we were a couple of friends. We come here to have a little dinner, to get a little drunk, to act like teenagers again. What's all this doomsday talk? If you've got some 10-year-old grudge you want to pick, I mean, let's get it out in the open, talk about it, get it over with. Let's get on with the party, okay? Because, Vance, I've got a surprise for you. We're going to spend the end of the evening in the company of two very pretty young ladies. Oh, a blind date, Vance, my boy.
Ann and Jenny, this is Vance.
Dan tells us this is your first trip to Vegas. Why don't you put yourself in our hands and we'll have a little fun?
Look, I don't need any charity dates. If I want fun, I'll go buy my own.
Sorry, I don't know what got into me. Grab a cab, huh?
Nelson?
Dave, I've got a hunch about who's doing the shootings. I want you to run a make an Vance Filroy, Lee Valley, Missouri.
Oh, isn't that your friend?
Yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah, all right, then.
Want to leave a message for Benzer? Tanna.
I love the way you answer the phone. I just got your message.
Benzer, I just left that message.
You're complaining about good service? Listen, I'll take a break.
Never mind. Listen, go on out to the airport and find out what flight Vance Filroy came in on. Benz, did you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that your friend that you went out to the airport to pick up?
I met him outside the terminal. He could have come in on any flight.
Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, me too. Give me security. This is Tanna. Find out everything Vance Philroy did while he was here. Did he gamble? Did he drink? Who he talked to? Everything.
Paging Mr. Tanner. Mr. Dan Tanner.
This is Dan Tanner. You have a message for me?
Hi, Dan, it's me.
Finzer, what'd you find out?
Philroy arrived on the 9:45 flight. Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay, thanks, Finzer. Plenty of time.
Paging Mr. Tomaszewski. Mr. Tomaszewski.
You want it all at once, or you want it in bits and pieces?
What do you got there?
Your friend does not own a gun shop. He's been arrested once on suspicion of murder. Released because of no evidence. He travels a lot and he has no visible means of support. You know what that adds up to?
First of all, it means that Roth is still not safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen, let's get Mr. Roth into the car. Don't turn. Don't move.
You're one bullet too late. I just finished Roth.
Nothing is finished. You just blew the head off of a store mannequin. Roth is safe in his suite.
I knew I could count on you.
Now put down the rifle.
Rifle's down. But it doesn't make any difference. He was my last job anyhow.
I'll guarantee that.
You can't guarantee anything until you use your gun.
I won't be your executioner, Vance.
I'm not offering you that choice. See the 2 lights on the gate?
And what does that prove? That you're a better shot than I am? That you're better than me? Is that what you want to hear?
You don't understand anything, Dan. You're 15 feet behind me to my left. Under 60 feet, I don't miss. Watch this. Now, you're a lot bigger target than that. 2 more shots left, Dan. I only need 1 for you. You're gonna have to kill me.
Why? Is that why you led me here, Vance? That's why you led a trail that was screaming at me to find you? The earlier plane that was easily checked, the phony story about a gun shop. The map you left in your room. And the most obvious one, the armor-piercing bullet.
That's right, Dan. Okay. That's it. 1 more shot. Pull the trigger, Dan. Let's finish this right.
Right. Right for who?
For me. Right for me! I'm tired of it. But I can't end it any other way than with my own death. I want you to do it, Dan. You're the only friend I've ever had. I could have killed you and I didn't. But I will now, if you don't shoot me first.
Vance, I want to help you. What are you asking me to do? I can't do it.
I knew you'd say that. Better cock your gun. I've done 16 jobs without a miss. You're just another job.
Vance, we were friends! I won't do it.
I'm sorry. Goodbye, buddy.
How long would you have waited, Dan?
I don't know. I really don't know. It was empty. He meant to die. It was his 17th straight job in a row without a miss.
How cozy. A nice little table for two. You surprised I'm alive, huh? Philip Roth is alive. Vance Filroy is dead. And soon you'll be on your way to a place that doesn't have all this luxury.
I don't know what you're talking about. Get out!
We'll all be leaving in a minute. Well, that's what Lieutenant Nelson gave me. 1 minute. And his will be the next knock on the door.
I don't know any Vance Filroy, and there's no way you can connect me.
You see, well, that's where you're wrong. Because Vance left a trail for me to follow, and he left an even better tie-in to you. He even wrote it down. He even left the money intact. I was worth $50,000 to you dead. Now, that is flattering.
Vance Filroy was a killer. What he might have said doesn't mean a thing.
Well, maybe, maybe not, but that's what courts are for, right?
I don't believe you. Why would Filroy implicate me?
Because he was my friend. He might have been a lot of other things, too, but he was my friend, and he did not want to see me killed. But he knew you wouldn't stop at anything.
I wouldn't have.
It's for you.
Next, on Vegas, Dan falls in love, but the woman's past could end their future.
Shouldn't you be private detecting or something like that?
This is more important.
Phil, I'm sorry.
I forgive you. Now, you tell me about Pam.
I don't know any Pam.
The girl you were with last night.
Dan, would you please just stop and talk to me?
I'll stand here being reasonable and you talk.
Somebody fight me!
Yes, I'd like a number for Dan Tanna, T-A-N-N-A, please. 389-2604. Thank you.
This is Dan Tanna. I'm out right now, but we'll return shortly. Please leave your message at the sound of the beep. Thank you.
My name is Marcia White. I may need your help, and a friend suggested I call you. My number is 555-4673. was just going to call you. That John beat me up.
Yes, I know.
How? How do you know?
He told me he beat you up. Right after you tried to blackmail him.
That's a lie. Who are you going to believe? Me? Or some John?
My sweet lady, you're not a hooker. You're a $2,500 a night call girl. Now, for that money, the customer shouldn't expect to be, and I can't afford for him to be, worried about secrecy.
Phil, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I forgive you.
Ah!
Get rid of this.
Thought you had me, didn't
I
you?
thought I had you. Oh, you rat.
One does not last long in my profession by allowing skulking villains.
Skulking.
Skulking villains to surreptitiously sneak up on their person with the intent of doing bodily harm.
Oh, I bet you can't say that again.
One does not last long in my profession by allowing skulk.
Are you registering a formal complaint, Mr. Tanner?
This falling in love business can be very confusing.
So I'm a villain, and I'm confusing.
Yeah, well, I'm late for appointments. I forget to make phone calls. I have no appetite. I haven't been thinking clearly. Yes, confused. Do you know how difficult it is to lock yourself out of a convertible with the top down?
Now you're being silly.
That's another thing. I've been acting very silly.
A definite improvement. Just think you used to wake up in the morning all alone, right? Right?
Oh, right.
Nobody to talk to?
Nobody.
Nobody to start your coffee?
Making myself terrible coffee.
Nobody to draw your bath?
Well, you're absolutely right.
See?
I used to take showers. You know what I'd like to do right now? Take a bath.
Cleaning lady found the body.
She looks pretty shaken. Have Baker finish her statement downtown.
Who was the last lady that you did this with?
You.
I don't mean last night. I mean before that.
Well, yesterday morning.
Before that.
Oh, yes, well, that would be Bubbles,
Bubbles.
the plumber. You see, she came over to fix a leak in the tub, and we filled it with water to find out where the leak was. And, one thing led to another. Figured, why let all that water go to waste?
You've got to be kidding.
No. That was before I knew you. She's a very good plumber. Well, so what's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, tonight I have a psych exam, so I have to spend the evening in the library.
Well, you spend an awful lot of time in that library.
Just about as much time as you spend in this tub.
Excuse me, Lloyd Bridge is calling.
This was by the phone.
That's Tanner's number.
You better hurry. You're gonna be late and blame me.
I wouldn't be late if I hadn't gotten my hair wet.
Tanner.
Dan, Dave, do you know a Marcia White?
Well, yes and no. When I got home last night, there was a message from her on my machine. I tried to call her back, but there was no answer.
Well, somebody made sure she wouldn't answer again.
I don't know her, Dave, or why she called.
Look, can you meet me at the morgue in a couple of hours?
Be there in 15 minutes after I drop Pam off at the university.
Thanks.
So, you sure don't want to change your mind about the library?
Only if the professor changes his mind about the exam.
Yeah, well, why don't I come by there and help you study, huh?
Oh, Dan, you know I can't study when you're around.
All right, then why don't you drop by here on your way home?
Honey, I'm really worried about this exam. It's gotten down to the wire and I gotta cram.
Okay, you win. But I'm going to pick you up tomorrow, and I've got a surprise for you.
What?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise, now would it?
Silly.
You silly. Come on. What kind of exam is this?
Well,
Call.
Mr. King wants to sell 5,000 shares of Chromadex and buy all outstanding shares of Western Copper Limited on margin. Yes, that's right. Mr. Philip King's residence.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Philip King, please. Tell him Frederick Barr is calling.
I'll get Mr. King for you. Frederick Barr, our cowboy billionaire, returns.
Hello, Mr. Barr. What can I do for you?
Well, sir, I wrapped up that Barrington Chemicals acquisitions, and I thought I'd celebrate.
What'd you have in mind?
Oh, J.J. Dean down in Dallas happened to mention that he was particularly impressed with a thoroughbred little filly called Satin.
A superior choice.
The usual arrangement?
If it's not too much trouble.
$5,000 in cash in an unmarked envelope will arrive within the hour.
I thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Satin.
I don't get it, Dave. I've never seen that girl before in my life, but if you can get me a picture, I'll see what I can dig up.
You got it.
Is she having an address book in her apartment?
Yeah, why?
Well, the message she left said a friend recommended me. If there's a name in there I can spot, it might help.
It couldn't hurt.
Well, hello.
Hello. I'm Satin. Mr. King sent me.
That's one for you. You get on, madame?
Mm. Oh, this is wonderful. Especially after burning the midnight oil on that exam.
Tough one, huh?
Tough. Shouldn't you be private detecting or something like that?
No. This is more important.
Why?
Well, because I've noticed that when you spend a lot of time in the library, sometimes 2-3 nights a week, right? That you tend to get a little depressed, tense, uptight. Don't you feel that better now?
Oh, you're amazing.
How's that?
There's Freud, Jung, Skinner, Adler, among others.
Don't they play for the Steelers?
You're so silly. You know, they've written volumes on human behavior and the effects of tension and depression. And you have just solved the whole problem with some tender, loving care and a bottle of wine.
How about that?
You're wonderful.
I know.
Mr. Philip King's residence. Yes, Mr. Barr. How was your first night in Vegas?
Couldn't have been better. That's why I'm calling. Put Phil King on, will you, honey?
Hold on just a minute. Frederick Barr, and I do believe he's salivating.
Look, trust me, huh? Good morning, Mr. Barr.
Top of the morning, Philip.
How nice to hear from you again. I take it all the arrangements went well last evening?
Oh, better than well. So much better, I thought maybe a return engagement might be in order.
No, I'm not surprised. She has that effect on all her clients.
About 8-ish again?
Consider it done.
Tanna.
Hi, it's Binzer. Listen, I was checking out the address book of that girl that got killed. You know, Marcia, the one you saw in the morgue. Well, the one name that you know in the book is a guy named Jerry Kane. He's been ducking me like crazy, but I finally nailed him down.
Good, Binz. Where is he?
He's at his brokerage house, but he won't talk to you there. I think he knows you want to talk about the murder.
Where will he talk to me?
At the Desert Inn.
When?
Midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah, he's taking some clients to a show there. He said he'd duck out around midnight and meet you in the Raffles bar.
Okay, Binz, tell him I'll meet him there. Then I want you to start checking street sources for Gloria Garland.
Who's that?
A legend. Used to be the highest-priced call girl in the business. Her number was in the dead girl's book.
I ought to make you pay me an allowance for shoe leather, you know that?
Binz, you already get one. It's called a salary.
Good point.
I thought so.
That Dan is the most wonderful man. I feel like I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
No, he's the one that's lucky, but I guess he already knows that. He really loves you.
I know. Do you love him? I don't know. Well, at first I couldn't believe what was happening to me. And then I wasn't sure how he felt about me. Now I am. But I'm not so sure about me.
Oh, excuse me while I get that. I've been guest lecturing some undergraduate psych classes. It's probably them with my new schedule. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bea.
Ruth, hi, how are you?
Sit down,
Super,
sit down.
honey. How are you?
Just fine. I'm still working with Dan.
Oh, is Pam one of your clients?
No, why do you say that?
Oh, well, I thought, oh, forget it. It's not important. What's happening?
Now, Ruth, I know you. What are you trying to say you're not saying?
Is she one of your close friends?
Well, yeah, sort of.
Ah, fine. I guess what a person does shouldn't matter anyway.
Ruth, straight and clear, what does she do?
She's, one of the highest paid call girls in Vegas.
That's impossible.
I used to work for a stockbroker named Philip King. A few years back, when the market went sour, Phil discovered he could make a hell of a lot more money supplying women to his millionaire clients than he could supplying stocks for their portfolios. So he put together a dozen of the most beautiful, well-educated, classiest ladies he could find and put a $5,000 fee on them. $2,500 for Philip, $2,500 for the girl.
No, you're wrong. You've got her mistaken for somebody else. Pam's not like that.
Sure, Pete. Have it your way. Well, I gotta run.
Oh, sorry about that. They are so unorganized over there. First they want one time, then some other time, then they want me to go at 6, and they want me to go at 8 and 9. What would they do without me? Bea? Yeah? Are you all right? Yeah. Have some more coffee. Thank you.
You know what Marcia's business was, don't you?
Maybe. But I was hoping you'd be able to tell me.
She was a call girl. Very expensive one.
When was the last time you were with her?
I was with her the night before she was killed.
And you didn't give her my number?
No.
Then it had to be Gloria Garland. That's the only other name in her address book that I knew. I haven't been able to reach her, though.
Gloria Garland.
Yeah.
The darling of the Havana set about 20 years ago.
Yeah, of course. There's only one person who could give me a line on her. It's got to be Slick. Thanks, Jerry, and I'm sorry.
I got a confession to make to you, young lady. Because of you, I have decided to spend a few extra days. And I would be obliged if you would spend the nights with me.
Mr. Barr, I'm very flattered, but I only work 2 nights a week. Don't take it personally. It's just that I like to maintain a life outside my work.
I don't suppose I could persuade you that coming back to Texas and spending more time with me, it could be very rewarding.
Mr. Barr, you're a very nice man. I've enjoyed being with you.
Hi, Max. Mr. Rothen?
No, Dan. He left for Atlantic City about 2 hours ago. Some sort of emergency.
Thanks.
Can I reserve your 2 nights next week? I'll fly in special.
Why not?
Good night, little lady.
Dan. Dan! Dan! Dan, would you please wait?
Wait? Wait for what? You were supposed to be lecturing tonight. Was that one of your students?
No.
Well, thanks so much for your honesty.
Would you just listen to me?
Why do you want to give me one of your lectures?
Just calm down. Be reasonable.
Reasonable. Under the circumstances, this is reasonable.
Dan! Dan, will you please just stop and talk to me?
Fine, you want to talk? Start talking. Tell me that man was your uncle. Tell me there's been a terrible mistake. Tell me I've been hallucinating. I'll stand here being reasonable and you talk.
All right. First of all, I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything. But I'm willing to give you one, though I don't think you want to hear it.
I said I would listen.
First of all, the man I was with tonight, that was not a casual date. I wasn't cheating. I was working.
Working?
That's right, working. I can't lie to you anymore, Dan. The lady in your life, the lady you've been taking on picnics, into baths with, dancing until dawn after candlelight dinners, is a $2,500 a night hooker.
I guess I've run up quite a tab, haven't I? Would you mind telling me why?
I never intended for any of this to happen. I never intended for us to go so far, But you made me feel so alive. It was fun.
Why?
4 years ago, when I first started college, a very suave man made a whale of a sales pitch. He told me how I could meet nice people, make $5,000 a week for only 2 nights' work, and after 4 years, I would have paid for my college education. Saved over $500,000. I could take my degrees, my money, my 4 foreign languages, and go to any city in the world and start a whole new life, etc., etc. I don't expect you to understand any of this.
I don't understand. I wish I did.
But then you came along. And for what it's worth, those were the happiest times of my life. I never meant to hurt you. But I never promised you tomorrow. Goodbye, Dan.
Hello. Phil, it's Fred Barr.
Mr. Barr, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I know that, Philip. I've been awake all night, so I'll make this short and to the point. I want satin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Barr. I'm afraid it can't be done. But I do have another girl I think you'll find very interesting.
I don't want another girl. I want satin.
I'm afraid it's not possible. Well, it would be very difficult to convince her.
$100,000.
What?
100,000. Exclusive rights when I'm in town. Convince her.
Hello.
Asleep?
No. You?
No, see, I got this problem, and, I want to talk to you about it.
You okay?
I'll pick you up as soon as I can get it together.
Okay.
You know, last night after I left you, I figured I'd drive downtown, have a few drinks, lose a little money, say hello to a few friends, forget all about you. A funny thing happened. You see, I've got this problem. I've got to pass this spot half a dozen times a week. I can't do that without thinking about you.
Dan, if I thought there was some way for it to work, any way, But would you be able to face the fact that every time a man looked at me, you'd wonder whether I slept with him?
I don't know. But what I can't face is the thought of no more mornings with you in the bathtub. Pillow fights. Skulking villains. See, I like being silly. With you.
You really mean that, don't you?
Yeah. I know you didn't promise me tomorrow, but that's what I want. Tomorrow, and the next tomorrow, and the next. And all the tomorrows after that. Yeah.
Dan, it's Binns.
This better be important, Benz.
B found Gloria Garland, and she's bringing her to your place.
I'll be right there.
Work?
Pam,
No, Dan, listen. Please, just give me a couple of days to think, to clear my head. I want to believe what you said. I want to believe it more than anything.
take all the time you need.
So I told Marcia to call you. She was starting to get scared of Phil King.
The Phil King who lives over on Chandler Road?
Uh-huh. You see, he arranged our evenings for us. Oh, look, I guess you could say Marcia wasn't perfect. She would take advantage of a client if she had a chance.
Yeah. Well, why exactly did you tell her to call me?
Well, she had tried to get some extra money out of a client, and she was afraid of what Phil might do to her.
You think he killed her?
No, of course not. Well, I hope not.
I'll pass that information on to Lieutenant Nelson. Thanks for coming over, Miss Gahn.
I'll drop her off and I'll be right back.
Tanna.
Hi.
Hi.
I miss you.
Well, that's encouraging.
Didn't take as long as I thought. Dan,
Yeah?
can I see you tonight at 8?
I'll be there.
Oh, Dan,
Yeah?
I love you.
Bye.
Pam, my darling. This is why you're my favorite. You must be psychic. How did you know I needed to see you?
I didn't. I just stopped by to tell you something, Phil. I've fallen in love, Phil. I'm quitting.
You're in love. That's nice. I'm very happy for you. But you can't quit. Not just yet.
I can't.
Well, not just yet. I need you to spend just one more evening with the latest client of yours. See, Mr. Barr is coming up with 100 grand. That's 50 grand apiece.
Phil, I'm not spending another evening with another client ever.
Oh, now, Pam, are you crazy?
You don't understand what I'm saying, Phil. I'm in love. I'm through with all this. Through. Done. Finished. Over.
We're blowing 100 grand.
I don't care. Phil.
You have got to
I
care.
don't care. I won't do it.
You
Phil,
will
lift
do
your
it. You will
hands
do
off me.
what
I
I
let
tell you.
go of
You will do
What
it.
do you let
You
your
will
hands not let go of me?
do it.
She's dead.
Take her somewhere and make it look like an accident. I'll call Barr and tell him he'll just have to settle for another girl. The one he wants is dead.
Dan? Dan!
What the hell?
Take a hike, sweetheart.
Listen, I don't know what your story is, but you're going to be telling it through a wired jaw.
Now, you tell me about Pam.
I don't know any Pam.
The girl you were with last night.
I only knew her as Satin.
How did you get in contact with her?
Oh, Phil King provided her.
That's the second time I've heard that name. Did he provide her, too?
Yeah, I wanted Satin back, but he said she was dead.
When did he tell you that?
I don't know. 4 or 5 hours ago. Why?
You're going, pal. Wherever I want, pal. Where is he? King! Are you crazy? Where is he? It's none of your business. Well, make it my business. King!
Yeah, you're the guy I heard Satin was seeing.
Yeah, I'm the guy. Only her name was Pamela. Maybe you killed her, huh? Did you kill her?
I didn't kill nobody. No!
Where is he?
Phil killed her. I just dumped the body.
Where is he?
Downtown. The Silver Slipper Gym. He owns a piece of a prize fighter that trains there.
Thanks, pal.
This is Tony. Is Phil there? Hey, Phil!
Yeah.
Satin's boyfriend, Tanna, was here.
So what?
He's on his way to kill you.
Jab! Jab, Leroy! Jab! Work the jab! Work the jab! Jab! Jab, Leroy!
King! King!
Now, you stay away from me.
You killed her!
I'm surrendering.
call the cops. I'm turning myself in. Now, you just stay away from me. Every man here is a witness. I'm unarmed and I'm surrendering.
You killed her.
You stay away from me.
Ann!
No.
All right, get him out of here.
I'll be out in a few months.
Fight me! Somebody fight me! Come on! Come on! Come on! She didn't deserve to die. She didn't deserve to die.
Is there anything else?
Well, the fishing pole. He can't fish without the fishing pole. It's in the corner.
Yeah. I don't think he's really even gonna try.
I know, but he should have it anyway.
I wish we could go with him. Maybe we could make him feel better.
Yeah, but he should be alone.
Okay, that about does it. Listen, I want to thank you guys for all your help.
That's what friends are for. Hey, Dan, why don't you let me go with you? Man, I'll clean the fish. I'll be real quiet.
There's enough to last here for a week. Dan, I don't know if this is the right time to say it, but I want you to go to the mountains with some happy thoughts. The other day when Pam and I were shopping, we were talking about you, and she said she'd never known love before she'd met you. In case she didn't get to tell you, I just want you to know.
Yeah, she did, Bea. Thanks. You'd be quiet.
Like a church mouse.
And you'd clean the fish.
Yeah.
You could do some cooking?
I'll do some cooking.
Well, get some things together. We'll go fishing, huh?
It'll take me an hour, that's all.
I said, run on the hour. We're going right now.
With a vision so bold, he broke the mold, shaking the world with dreams untold. From farm to the prairie style, he built the future mile by mile. Concrete glass and nature's flow, Wright's designs make the world glow. From the ground to the endless sky, his genius soared, he's flying high. He said, let it breathe, let it grow, let the architecture steal the show. Blending earth with open space, he built the future, set the pace. Built the sky, let's rise, frame wood right. He touched the skies with every brick, every beam. He made the world a living dream. Geometry, design so bright, he lit the way with endless light. In every space, in every height, he's the master of modern sight. From From the Guggenheim to unity, right created pure harmony. Shapes that twist, that flow, that bend. He knew the future had no end. Building structures that defy, he raised them up to kiss the sky. Inside and out, his spirit roared. Right's imagination soared. He said, form and function intertwined. In every building there's a sign. Breaking limits, pushing wide. He let the beauty flow inside. The sky, let's rise, Frank would write. He touched the skies with every brick, every beam. He made the world a living dream. Geometry, design so bright. He lit the way with endless light. In every space and every height, he's the master of modern sight. He saw the world, the space, the line, crafting beauty so divine. Through nature's flow, he found the way, building dreams that still hold sway. Full night core energy, fast and powerful, with bright uplifting sense. Build the sky, let's rise, Frank would write. He touched the skies with every brick, every beam. He made the world a living dream. Geometry, design so bright. He lit the way with endless light. In every space and every height, he's the master of modern sight. Let's fly. With the Guggenheim to unity, right created pure harmony. Shapes that twist, that flow, that bend. He knew the future had no end. Building structures that defy, he raised them up to kiss the sky. Inside and out, his spirit roared. Right's imagination soared. From the Guggenheim to unity, right created pure harmony. Shapes that twist, that flow, that bend. He knew the future had no end. Building structures that defy, he raised them up to kiss the sky. Inside and out, his spirit roared. Right's a matter, I'm aside. All night core energy, fast and powerful, with bright uplifting insight. They saw the world with his own divine. He knew the future had no end.
Next on Vegas, terror strikes a private eye convention as detectives are murdered one by one.
What's bugging you?
2 dead detectives in one day, that's what's bugging me.
I'm just an ordinary run-of-the-mill private investigator.
Could be in big trouble if you've ever worked on this case.
Beautiful. I love it.
Well, you chose it, Miss Silverton. So you're stuck with it for the rest of our lives.
You know, I was beginning to wonder if you were ever going to get around to giving me one.
Oh, you were you? Well, I just wanted to get you an engagement ring with loads of diamonds.
Oh, just because you're closing a big case and you're going to have a lot of money doesn't mean that you should...
We are going to have a lot of money. The detective business is looking up. I've been grinding away on this case for almost 2 years now.
Oh, this case. When are you going to tell me about this case?
I can't, honey. It's confidential. Maybe someday. Or some night when Chicago is snowed in and snuggled up next to a fireplace. I'll tell you a real mystery story with a twist ending.
to love being Mrs. Bradshaw. Housewife.
You're not going to miss the Vegas footlights, are you?
Maybe a little.
Hey.
Well, not enough to keep me there past the end of your detective convention.
Oh, I see. Well, then get moving so I get my last bit of bachelor time in before the wedding.
Somebody get an ambulance! Oh, for God's sake, somebody help us!
Will all detectives who have not yet registered for the Private Eye Convention please report to the Paradise Room?
I'm sorry, Mr. Prescott, but the desk people tell me that the suite area you want has already been filled.
Well, that's okay. I'll just spend less time in my room and more time out where I should be, getting the jump on my competition. We'll start with dinner tonight. 7 okay with you? Now, wait a minute before you answer. I'm from Los Angeles. I serve only the finest wine, Californian, of course. And I do tell fabulous stories about all my cases. What do you say?
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Thanks.
How's it going?
Normal. I've had 3 propositions, 2 proposals, and a chance to get adopted.
That one.
Yeah, I'm still smiling, and the host is still hosting.
Nice, nice.
Eric, right?
Eric Marshall, Marshall Detective Agency, Boston.
Yeah, I remember your demonstration in Miami last year. Computers Against Crime, right?
I'm flattered you remembered.
Oh, sure. Dan Tanna, Las Vegas.
How are you?
Yeah, we've got your computer set up in the Paradise Room for the demonstration tomorrow.
Well, I hope I'll see you there tomorrow.
Well, I'll be there. Wouldn't miss it. Good. Okay.
You're the host.
Excuse me.
See you later.
All right. Yeah, I'm the host. My name's Dan Tanna.
Okay, now look, some fathead has lost my electronic surveillance gear.
Well, no, actually, we put it in the crown room for you. Mr. Ragosi from New York, huh?
Tony!
Hey, Tony.
Hey, you just saved my sanity. I thought this was another typical convention screw-up.
Well, we just try to anticipate everybody's needs, Tony.
So you're the host, huh? I guess that means you work and you live in this hellhole, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think it's the best town, the best people in the world. I love Las Vegas.
Come on. You just do a little surveillance, you're gonna burn those pretty eyebrows off looking through the keyhole. It's so damn hot.
See you, Tony.
How you doing?
Hey, Benz.
I'm here.
I want you to do something for me.
What?
Go to the crown.
Mr. Tanna! Mr. Tanna. Charlotte Henderson.
All right, Miss Henderson, you're the one who's going to conduct the self-defense demonstration?
Well, I'm not sure. You should have called me.
Well, I did try to call you several times in Atlanta last week, and we kept missing each other, so I just assigned you an activity from your biography. It said you were great at scuba, skydiving, and hand-to-hand combat.
Well, I can't demonstrate self-defense techniques without a partner.
But you never ask. Hand-to-hand, cheek-to-cheek. See you at the pool at 3?
What happened? What's the matter?
It's Jim. He's dead.
It's okay. Okay, listen. Didn't you take care of things up here?
Fine. Folks, could we go back to registering, please? Ben. He was going to give the firearms demonstration. I talked to him this morning.
They were getting married.
Come on.
Yeah. He was walking behind the back of the car and
Sit down.
a big sedan came by.
Okay, okay. Shh. It's all right. It's all right.
He looked so scared. If you'd seen his face. He just looked so scared when he saw what was happening to him. The police said it was an accident. But I know it wasn't. Dan, please, you've just got to help me. You just got to help me.
Okay, take it easy. Just listen to me. How do you know it wasn't an accident?
I saw the car. It didn't have to hit Tim. The guy went right for him.
Did you see who was driving the car? Could you tell if it was a man or a woman? Marianne, what about the make? The color, the license, anything? Look, I know it's tough to be asking questions like this at a time like this, but you gotta try.
Maybe it was a Buick. I don't know. Tim was a detective. He was working on a very important case. And somebody wanted to kill him. And I want to know who, and I want to know why. Dan, look. I have a little bit of money that Tim and I put away for our move to Chicago. I can pay you.
Hey, don't worry about the money, okay?
Dan, can I help?
Marianne, why don't you go back to your place and try to rest, all right?
Okay.
You drive her home.
Sure.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go see Nelson. Dave, I'm telling you, Marianne said it wasn't an accident.
Do you know how many conventions are in town now?
What does that have to do with it?
Booze, parties, whoopee time. There are over 5,000 revelers out there. Now, the driver could have been drunk. It was a typical hit and run.
Dave, I've known Marianne for a long time. If she thought it was an accident, she wouldn't have asked for my help.
All right. I questioned 5 witnesses. They all said the car was out of control.
Did you get a description of the driver?
Probably a man. But it all happened too fast. Miss Henderson, I told you at the front desk. I have no further information on the Bradshaw case.
I couldn't help but notice Mr. Tanner's license on his T-Bird out front, and I thought perhaps something might have broken in the meantime.
Not yet.
Miss Anderson, if you don't mind my asking, what's your interest in this case?
Friendship. Tim and I worked in a couple of interstate cases together last year.
Do you have any idea why someone would want to kill Tim Bradshaw?
Mr. Tanner, you and I make our living prying into other people's lives. Who would want to kill you? Or Tim Bradshaw? Take your pick. Tim was in this business long enough to run up quite a list.
Well, I tell you what you do, Miss Henderson. You take that list apart if you want to. Right now, I have a hit and run.
No offense, Lieutenant, but I've heard that tune before. No real evidence. And you're overworked and you're understaffed.
And you've got it.
Lieutenant.
Might I make a suggestion, please?
Sure. As long as it isn't something like teaming up. I prefer to work alone.
I just suggest that you tread softly. The people in this town respond to a light touch.
Like I said, no offense.
That lady has more than a passing interest in this case.
And the determination of a pit bull. I'm gonna go see if I can locate some of Tim Bradshaw's enemies.
If he actually had any.
Well, he had at least one. The one who killed him.
Well, how'd you get into it? You know, detective work.
20 years, I wore the blues and a badge and the Big Apple.
You're a cop?
Yeah, and a good one, too. But, you know, I got a little tired of hassling the punks on the street. My kids grew up. And my wife. God bless that lady, she passed on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. We had a good life. But then my ticker wasn't as good as it used to be, and I had to decide. I had to decide either to retire or hang up an investigator's shingle.
I gotta get that. Private Investigators Convention. Binzer speaking.
Binzer, can you get free from the convention for a few minutes?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody's going to demonstrations or lectures in a few minutes.
Okay, I want you to call Chicago and arrange for Tim Bradshaw's case files to be sent to Las Vegas on the next flight.
Dan, shame on you. Those are confidential. No one's going to release those to you.
Of course they won't. That's why I want you to contact Vincent Colby. You'll find him in my telephone directory under Vinny the Fly.
Vinny the Fly? Someone you met at charm school? Why's he got a name like that?
Ever seen a fly walk up a wall?
Dan, is this guy a burglar?
Just tell him what I need and he'll take care of the rest.
Okay, where are you going to be if I need you?
Well, I'll be at the pool picking up some tips on self-defense. Bye-bye.
Okay, y'all, your turn. Let's see how well you listen to this Georgia girl. Attack! Circle defense!
Do I get a chance to try my hand at something other than a fall?
Well, you volunteered to be my partner for this demonstration. He always takes the falls.
I can see why I stayed home.
CPR?
Yeah, go.
Two, three, four.
It's no use. He's dead. I did a little research once on job hazards. You know what the worst one in our profession is? There's not bullets or car chases. It's stress. You show me a good working detective, I'll show you a guy that's probably got a bad stomach and a bad heart.
A New York detective. Tony Ragosi didn't seem to be the kind of guy to buckle under tension.
Take a look at these.
Enderon?
Probably for his heart.
So when you get the autopsy report, I'd like to see it.
Sure. What's bugging you?
2 dead detectives in one day, that's what's bugging me.
Say, Tanna, you know, I did hear the New Yorker, Tony, talking to your friend Binzer. He was telling him about his heart. Oh, I'm sorry. John Prescott, L.A.
John. This is Lieutenant Dave Nelson, Metro PD.
Mr. Prescott? Well, there's nothing in here but some bar receipts, a wallet, and a room key.
Mind if I borrow that key for a few minutes?
You want to check out the room? Mr. Prescott, you were the closest one to Mr. Ragosi when he collapsed. I'll need a statement from you later. Where can you be reached?
In the bar. I think I'm going to indulge my work hazard and have a stiff one. I also think I'll have one for my New York friend, Tony. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Hi.
doing back here?
Well, Mary Ann wanted to work so she could keep her mind off of Tim's death. I thought maybe I could help you here.
You can. B, there was a detective at the convention. His name was Tony Ragosi. Find out if he made any calls from the DI, where he ate, with whom, what time.
I thought our case was with Tim Bradshaw. What's with this Ragosi?
He's dead.
Dead. Dan, what's going on?
I don't know, B, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna talk to Mary Ann at the Trop. Maybe she's settled down enough to tell me something.
Well, I never...
5 minutes, hon. She's been sitting like that for over an hour, Dan. Ever since that detective lady with the southern accent came and talked to her.
Southern accent. A tall woman, very pretty.
Pretty insensitive, if you want to know. Asking Mary Ann about Tim, and he's not even dead 24 hours. Make her go home, Dan.
Yeah, I'll take care. Hi.
Hi.
Why don't you let me take you home?
I don't want to go home. I was all packed to go to Chicago. And then I can't just sit there and look at the boxes.
Let me get you out of here. You can't stay here.
No, I'll just take a room here. I need to be by myself.
Charlotte Henderson come to see you tonight.
I think that was her name. All she said was that she was a friend of Tim's and she wanted to help find his killer.
Do you mind telling me what she wanted to know?
Not very much. I told her about how Tim and I met 2 years ago when he came to Vegas. And then she wanted to know if he ever mentioned any case he was working on.
What did you tell her?
Well, Tim had mentioned an open case he was working on. He wouldn't tell me anything about it, but he was almost close to solving it.
Did she mention a man named Tony Ragosi?
No. But Tim mentioned somebody who was going to be in big trouble or something as soon as he told his client what he'd learned. I don't know, something about a twist ending or something. I don't...
Did Tim ever talk about Charlotte Henderson?
No. He had a thing with a lady detective once. It lasted quite a while, but it was over. From the way Charlotte was acting, my female intuition tells me that she might have been the one.
Yeah, well, you might be right. She's certainly putting her all into this case.
Tomorrow is the day we were supposed to get married. Who killed him, Dad? Tell me, Dad, who?
I don't know. But I promise you this, I'll find out.
Oh, please.
How's Marianne?
Well, she's a very classy lady, hanging in there all the way. The autopsy report come in?
Yeah, Nelson called it in 15 minutes after I talked to you. I figured it could wait till you got home.
That it was a heart attack.
Yeah. Helped along by a stomach full of amphetamines. Listen, you tell me why a smart ex-cop who knows he has a heart problem is taking speed.
Benzer, you don't have to yell.
It's nothing. I talked to this guy at the convention. He was a nice guy. I liked him, that's all.
Well, maybe somebody helped him along, huh? Well, what'd you find out about Rigosi activities?
Not a whole lot. I talked to the chief operator at the Desert Inn. Rigosi made 2 phone calls to a Julian Dietrich in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Julian Dietrich? Of Dietrich International Steel Corporation? He owns half the blast furnaces in Michigan.
What's he need a detective for?
Well, I don't know why he needs one now, but 3 years ago, his son was kidnapped.
That's right. His 24-year-old son. I remember reading it in the paper. They took him all over the country before the father finally paid the ransom.
Yeah, the kidnappers had him in 6 or 7 different cities before he was released unharmed.
How much did they get?
$5 million. Never recovered.
Oh. Wasn't there some sort of scandal where people thought that the son rigged the whole kidnapping?
Yeah, but nothing ever came of it.
Oh, by the way, somebody's been asking about Rigosi's calls, and they say they're working for Dan Tanna.
A man or a woman?
I don't know. The operator that took the call went off duty for the night.
Okay, get back to her. Tell her I'd like to talk to her. You get on this Dietrich thing. Find out what was so important that Rigosi called him twice in Michigan, all right?
Okay. I'm sorry I yelled before.
Tanner.
Dan, I'd like for you to meet me at Metro.
Sure, what's up?
Well, one of your conventionaires, Eric Marshall, was just brought in.
You mean the guy from Boston? Yeah, is he in some kind of trouble?
He's dead.
So what's the story on Eric Marshall? Another accident-prone private detective?
Thank you, Don. No, I'm not going to buy it on this one, Dan. 3 dead private investigators is more than a coincidence. Eric Marshall, Boston-bred lawyer who turned investigator. He worked for society, jet setters, and even other lawyers. And he was also one of the highest-paid men in his country. That is, until last night when he took a dip in the pool.
So what did the coroner have to say about the drowning?
Eric Marshall never knew what happened to him. When he hit that water, he was 200 proof. Smashed out of his gourd.
Well, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one Lieutenant Nelson dragged out of bed.
Sorry I had to do it, Mr. Prescott. But recent events make whatever happened to Mr. Rigosi, about which you know, doubly important.
Oh, look, I'm kidding. I want to be any help I can.
I'll have you two conduct your business. Thanks for coming down, John.
Hey, we're all in this together, right?
Sorry to say, everybody does not believe the way that you do.
Miss Henderson. I'd like to talk to you.
About what?
About Marianne Silverton.
What about her?
Well, you paid her a little visit tonight, and after you finished, she was a basket case.
I know, and I was sorry about it. I was only trying to get some information on Tim. I told her I'd take her home, but she wouldn't go.
Now, look, she doesn't need 2 private investigators coming at her.
Are you telling me to stay out of it?
No, but I'm telling you that she hired me because I'm her friend, and I don't want her hassled.
Well, I was more than Tim Bradshaw's friend for a long time. Only he can't answer my questions, and he can't hire me either. So I'm just going to have to muddle my way through, hassles or no hassles.
Then for heaven's sake, let's stop stepping on each other's toes and work together.
I suppose that'll open your lieutenant friend's files for me?
Dave Nelson helps when he can without breaking the law.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Tanner, but I believe in the bird in the hand school of detective work. I can't afford the luxury of a police lieutenant who will pool his cooperation whenever he feels like it. So, I'll just continue on my own. Morning.
Hi.
Morning. Hey, you got it.
Airmail from Vinny the Fly.
Very good. Let's hope it tells us something.
Is this guy really a burglar?
There's a lot of brain surgery. Looky there. See that? Tim Bradshaw was working on the Dietrich case when the boy was being held in Chicago. So that's 2 dead detectives who are working on the case. What about Eric Marshall? Did Dietrich people say anything about him when you talked to him?
Dan, I tried really hard. I was on the phone with 20 different people. I'm telling you, all I could get was the corporate shuffle. You just don't get through to Julian Dietrich.
The Dietrich case, that was the case that Tim Bradshaw was telling Marianne about. Had to be. B, what time does that operator go on duty, the one who got the call requesting information on Tony Ragosi?
About a half hour.
Okay. I want you to call Nelson. See if he can exert some official pressure on these Dietrich people. Maybe we can get some information from him, all right? Spencer? My friend, we've got an entire convention full of private detectives who need a host. Can you handle it?
As my mother is fond of saying, not to worry.
Okay. How about that?
You gotta understand, Danny. I thought you were expanding your business and took on a new partner.
No, Jennifer, was it a man or a woman?
It was a woman, near as I could tell.
You remember what she said?
Boy, you sure do know how to tax a girl, don't you? Y'all know how many calls come through this switchboard a day?
Thousands, right?
That's right. Look, she was just another voice, Dan.
Was there anything different about her voice? Was she nervous? Was it high or low? A stutter? Did she have an accent?
Not that I recall. She sure didn't have no accent. At least not like you, anyway.
Jennifer, I love you.
Wow.
I just came in from the pool and I'm going to take a steam.
Your steam will wait. I want to know why you told a hotel operator you worked for Dan Tanna.
I knew y'all could get whatever information you wanted around Vegas, and I couldn't. So I evened the odds.
Whatever happened to the little word called ethics?
Mr. Tanner, I don't have the connections you have in this town. So I have to use the tools I've got. Now, if that's unethical, I'm sorry.
What do you know about Julian Dietrich?
Not much. I remember his son's kidnapping.
What did Tim say about that kidnapping? Or Ragosi or Marshall?
I had never met Ragosi or Marshall before I came to this Jinx convention. I'm just an ordinary run-of-the-mill private investigator.
I could be in big trouble if you've ever worked on this case. Because I sure don't believe those 3 dead men went out in accidents.
I appreciate your concern, but I can take care of myself.
Well, for your sake, Miss Henderson, I hope you're right. Because otherwise, I think you're really skating on thin ice.
Mr. Prescott, please.
This is Dan Tanna. You have a call for me?
Go ahead, please.
I just got off the phone with Julian E. Dietrich. It seems that after his son was returned to him, he offered $1 million reward for information leading to the capture of the kidnappers.
So the detectives who were hired originally just kept plugging along, including Tony Ragosi and Marshall.
That's right.
Dave, how many cities was the Dietrich boy kept in?
7.
7. So I guess we can assume that there were 4 detectives working on the case besides the 3 who were already killed, right?
Dietrich has turned the case over to his company security. That's where it stands as of now. I thought you might be interested in the 7th name on the detective list.
Who is it?
Your little Southern belle, Charlotte Henderson. I have a telex coming in with information on the others.
Okay, I'll talk to you about that later. First, I want to talk to Charlotte Henderson. Okay, get down on the floor. Keep down. Feeling better?
Lucky to be alive.
Could have been killed 5 minutes ago, and I don't think it was an accident. Don't you think it's about time you started telling me the truth?
I haven't lied.
Holding back information is the same thing.
Tim and I met on a case 3 years ago. We had a beautiful affair for 2 years. We parted friends. I want very much to find out who killed him.
How do I know you're not just trying to get more information so you can collect your $1 million reward for finding Gary Dietrich's kidnappers?
I earned that reward. I worked on the case for 2 years and spent every nickel I've got.
Did you ever think of pulling your information with the other detectives who worked on the case and splitting the reward?
We didn't even know who they were. If there was a break in the case, Dietrich's man kept us all equally informed.
Who is Dietrich's man?
That I won't tell you.
3 detectives are dead, and you don't want to tell me?
Mr. Tanner, I don't want you anywhere near my case or the reward. Now, as my daddy used to say, don't let the doorknob hit you on your backside on the way out.
You've got to be kidding. You're a target.
No, I'm not kidding.
You know, Miss Henderson, it's pretty tough to spend $1 million in a cemetery. Your daddy ever tell you that? Binzer.
Hi.
Listen, I got a little surveillance work for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want you to keep an eye on Miss Henderson. If she goes out anywhere, you call me at Lieutenant Nelson's house, all right?
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll take good care of her.
All right, good.
Mr. Prescott, please.
Prescott here.
Hello, this is Charlotte Henderson. I think I'm on the verge of solving the Dietrich case.
Mr. Dietrich will be ecstatic.
Shall I call him?
No, why don't you come down here, bring your files, we'll go over them, then we'll just call them together.
I'll be right there.
So, one name keeps cropping up in all these reports. Prescott.
But he wasn't one of the 7 working for the reward.
No, but he was Dietrich's coordinator on the search for the kidnapper from the very beginning.
So all the others had to report directly to him.
Yeah, Charlotte said that none of the detectives knew what the others were doing. But the one person who knew what everyone was doing close to solving the case was our friend Prescott.
Now, wait a minute. Are you saying that Prescott wanted $1 million for himself, and now he's killing off the competition before they cash in?
I don't know, Dave. He hasn't tried to cash in yet. But according to this, he was going to get a big fee no matter who solved the case.
Doesn't make sense, Dan.
Well, the world's prettiest detective, looking as beautiful as usual.
Well, thank you, but I didn't come for your usual flattery.
I think I see money signs in those eyes. Must be the Vegas influence. Well, come on, sit down. Sit down, let's see what you've got.
I can't sit down. I'm too excited. Do you know that the answer's been staring at us right in the face for over 2 years, and we were all too dumb to accept it?
What's that?
The newspapers were right. It was an inside job. Dietrich's son set the whole thing up himself. We could never find any kidnappers because there weren't any.
That's a very clever theory, Charlotte.
Well, you bet it is. And when Tim and Ragosi and the Bostonian got too close, he had to kill them.
You know, you may be right. Or at least partially. Let me see the file.
Why are you packing? The convention isn't over till tomorrow.
My reason for being here is over, Charlotte.
Which was?
To see all my people and to eliminate the ones that got too close to the truth.
I don't understand.
Charlotte, you were right about the kidnapping being an inside job, but I'm afraid you just picked the wrong man. You see, young Dietrich didn't have it in him to plan the perfect kidnapping. But I did.
Okay, let's try this once more. Now, I know this has got to be tied into the Dietrich case because all 3 detectives who were killed were working on it. Charlotte Henderson admitted she was working on it. Now we have information that involves Prescott, too.
Well, with 3 out of 5 people dead, that leaves 2 suspects. Charlotte or Prescott.
And just one, Charlotte Henderson wouldn't try to kill herself.
It leaves out Prescott, too. Because regardless of who gets credit for solving the case, he still gets his fee. So we're back to square one.
Unless, in solving the case, he'd have more to lose than gain, like if someone found out that he was involved in the kidnapping.
Lieutenant Nelson. Yeah. It's for you. I'm gonna put a special line in it for you and charge you for it.
Thanks. Tanner.
Hi, this is Binzer. Listen, Charlotte just left, but you don't have to worry about her.
Why?
Well, she's in very good company. She took off with one of the detectives, Prescott.
Vince, did you see where they went?
Well, it went out to the parking lot. I think they took his car.
What kind of car was that?
Well, it was a black Trans Am, one of those T-bar things. Hey, listen, you did just say to call. I mean, you didn't want me to stop or anything, did you?
Right, thanks, Vince. You did good. Charlotte just left the hotel with Prescott.
All right, I'll put her on an APB, and we'll take a squad car.
You can't just keep on killing people.
We'll see.
on Charles. A-19, moving to intercept.
It's a half mile away.
Not for long.
Pull over to his door and hold it steady.
You jump out of this car, you can kill yourself.
Just hold it steady. Came real close to that cemetery. See you in Atlanta next year.
Computers. You can't program a good detective, can you?
No.
No, you can't. You can't. You can't.
I wanted to drop by on my way to rehearsal to thank you and to give you a check.
Marianne, as host of the convention, it was my responsibility to find out what happened to Tim. You don't owe me a thing.
Oh, no, Dan, I insist. It's only fair.
Now, what's fair is you allowing me to do this because we're friends.
He's right, you know. Thank you. It's good to have a friend.
She's not the only lady that owes you more than thanks. You know, you're a pretty good private eye, Mr. Tanna. You saved my life. And you helped solve the case. I'd like to offer you 10% of the reward money.
That's very generous, Miss Henderson, but I can't accept that. You're a good detective. You earned that money.
You know, the convention's in Atlanta next year.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe y'all could come down and we could be partners again.
But only if it doesn't involve me falling down a lot. Not on a bet.
You just gave up $100,000. That would have paid so many bills.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Let's go commiserate over a couple of belts in the raffles bar.